What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Thomas Shelby. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is Swissboy. The map is Tundra. And this is game number 2 of the Challengers League. I believe this is the Frost Division, but it could be the other one. I can't remember. Whatever. But Swissboy won that first game with some very, very nice Ra play, deciding to switch into the Oranos in game number 2 for some reason. His Ra did very well, but I guess wants to show off the other god that had some nerfs to him. The Hyperion targeted nerfs from Balance Patch 5.0, where the Chaos only hits 3 units now, plus the Myth unit, or 3 human units, I should say, instead of 4. And also Satyr going up to 4 population cost. Finally, the Fire Siphon getting some range tied to the Engineer's upgrade instead of just flat having it. So a small nerf there as well for the Oranos players. Odin wasn't without dodging the nerf bat either, getting a Lone Wanderer getting increased in the time it takes to research by about 10 seconds. So that is equal to 1 extra Ulfsuck that you could have trained. So a small nerf there for the Odin. And we'll see exactly how that plays out here on this map. I believe a lot of players here, at least a lot of the Oranos players that have been vocal, have been saying that Odin against Oranos is a 95 to 5 % chance for the Odin player to win, because apparently it's impossible for Oranos to win this. So be interested to see how it plays out in this game and whether or not the whiners get it right, or if maybe the matchup isn't that broken. We'll see what Swissboy is going to go with in order to try and deal with the Odin of Shelby. But he must have been expecting Loki here. That's why he's gone with the Oranos. I doubt he would have wanted to risk it going in with his Oranos against Odin, but we'll see how he goes. So Temple coming down now for Shelby. If we check out the map quickly, we do see there's some relics on the map. We've got a Trojan Gate Hinge. That's going to help your walls by 20% in the hit point department. And also the Anvil of Hephaestus, an extra 10% reduction to the food, wood, and gold upgrades. So both good relics to grab for both players. Or maybe the wall upgrades don't really help Swissboy, but definitely helps Shelby. So we'll see how this goes. Villagers now moving over onto the Aurochs. We're about to see him quick advance through Prometheus. Though one day, just one day, I want to see somebody legitimately try to go Oceanus against Norse. Because it's just an interesting idea. You get the really strong Murmillo with Bite of the Shark, extra 15% bonus damage. Then you get Caladria, which are very helpful. And you also get the Carnivora God Power, which mustn't be understated. It allows you to hold on to this location against Ulfsark raids, because they're not going to be able to move in and take this without losing one. So if you're worried about them hitting this hunt early, perhaps Oceanus is the answer. So we've got Hersa popping out here for Thomas Shelby. Walls coming up as well. Going to be doing his best to do all of that. Actually, the other thing to think about with Oceanus, I'm just going to be saying this, maybe it's an okay god path, but you can heal your villagers. It's actually a really big thing, because Odin does chip damage to the villagers and eventually kills them, if he ever kills them. So you can heal them back up and he's never going to get any kills. So Longhouse is coming up now for Shelby. And Swissboy is getting his military barracks, his counter barracks, making Terma, making Murmillo. We'll be seeing Ulfsark coming out here for Thomas Shelby, I assume. Yes, they come. Walls are up as well all over the map. I love that for Thomas Shelby securing this hunt. We do see an Oracle in here already. So now if Swissboy wants to get in there, it's going to be a difficult one. We do see the classic Forest Fire here from Thomas Shelby. If there's ever going to be a god who wastes their classical age god power more than Odin and Thor, I'm yet to see it because, well, I'm not even sure you get the 50 wood here because there's no storehouse. The villagers do have to move, so there's some wood loss there, but I don't think it's that much. He's going to be retreating back. He's going to have to build his houses, having a little bit of idle time here as the houses are a little bit delayed for some reason. Got the Ulfsark searching around. Maybe going to be able to hit this this villager before the mana gets up. Very, very lucky raid here from Thomas Shelby. In fact, he clicked right on it. He must have seen that the elk was dead. Really smart play. He's going to do a lot of damage to this citizen, and the citizen going to jump into the manor. So this is a location that Shelby is going to want to revisit. He's going to be trying to take down the manor as well. We've got more Ulfsark coming over here. The villager going to be repairing the manor. That's funny. More Ulfsark coming in now for Shelby. Going to be hitting the villager. Automatically garrisons that one there. The Kyra Ballista are out for Swissboy as well. So he's going to be attempting to hold on to that one. Some Miller coming over to try and take this down, sniping down one of these. We sees the micro here from Swissboy as he's trying to dart in and out of that mana. Dropping out of it, going to be going after these Ulfsark. They're stuck next to the elk. This is a really, really smart play by Swissboy, but he doesn't manage to get the Ulfsark pick there. Has to retreat there. And now the mana is getting very, very low, but Swissboy is coming in with a huge army with those Carabals. You cannot be fighting this one if you're Thomas Shelby. The Promethean does too much damage. The Shockwave coming down. Lots of damage being done to these Ulfsarks. No picks here for Shelby at all as Swissboy tears through that army. Incredible play here from Swissboy in order to keep that citizen alive, keep the mana up, and then deflect the early damage done here. We've got the Ulfsark stopped in their production here. If we check the resources out, and we check the upgrades out, we've got medium infantry coming through now for Shelby. He should be looking to get Lone Wanderer very, very shortly as well, because otherwise he's not going to be able to engage. We do see a cheeky town center coming up now for Swissboy. That's going to secure these rocks. We'll see how he goes. He's got some Caraballas in here already, but they can't garrison, so he's going to be having to retreat into a pretty good spot, which just complete abuse of the mana in this game for Swissboy, able to completely save all of his units. The Ulfsark will spot this town center going up. Going to be denied at this point. The Caraballas are pushing the Ulfsark away. Maybe the option now for Shelby is to just retreat and get his own second town center. If he can. There's no really good town centers though for Thomas Shelby. His gold mines are a little bit of an issue, so we'll see what he's going to do there. Whether he jumps straight to the heroic edge, which it looks like that's what he's going to be going for. He's still making some units though. Pushing forward, we see the units are defending over here. Another mana coming up for Swissboy around this location. The Carabals are denying the Ulfsark entrance onto this settlement, and he's just going to be chilling here. And trying to push these back, but he has spotted these yet again, but the Ulfsarks retreat fast enough, almost fast enough. We do see one does go down there, so nice win there for Swissboy. He did get his own medium infantry, getting husbandry as well now, and these Ulfsark getting pushed back as Shelby doing a good job keeping up, but he's not able to find any damage just yet. So the question is going to be, what does Shelby get out of a heroic age here? And what does Swissboy get out of his second town center at this point? We do see the armory coming down for Swissboy. There is a very good chance that Swissboy can chase to the heroic age fairly fast after it. We do see this raid coming in yet again. Swissboy defending really nicely, and for some reason Shelby going after the Promethean in this fight when you really don't want to be going after the Promethean. You want to be going after everything but. And a big issue for Shelby in these fights is his Hersa aren't involved. Hersa aren't involved at all. We're seeing more walls coming up though for Shelby, which is very, very good. The Oracle has spotted this, but at this point, Swissboy's just happy to be sitting back, deflecting any damage dealt, and just rush his way to the heroic edge. We've got Skadi coming through. You can see how close Swissboy already is to advancing. I think this next villager pops out. He gets this one out, and then he advances. So he's going to be about a minute behind, I reckon, on the heroic age. And he's already 2 town centers. So his economy is going to be huge. And the question is going to be, is Ragnarok going to be able to win this one for Shelby or not? Or is Swissboy going to be able to get a gold staff here? The walls are already up though, so it's very difficult to get in here and cause this damage. We're seeing more longhouses coming up. We've got Axe of Muspel already coming out to deny any sort of Stymphalian bird abuse. Very smart play to go for that. And we do see Thea coming in for Swissboy, less than a minute behind. In fact, it's looking like it's more like 40 seconds behind. So really, really nice macro from Swissboy to keep up. Shelby looking like he's already gearing up to maybe go Mythic Age. He's throwing down the hill fort instantly to hold on to this large gold mine. Obviously, the Stymphalian birds flying in can be very frustrating, but I don't think that this hill fort defends them. They can come around the side and then hit from the back here, but I guess with some throwing axemen, you're going to be okay. As we're seeing more Ulfsark getting built here, just trying to get up to population, spend all of his resources. So not going straight to the Mythic Age here, going to be staying in the Heroic Age for just a little bit. As we're seeing the villagers have finished this gold mine, or just about to be finished this gold mine. So there can be a timing that can be hit right now. We'll see if that's going to matter. Swissboy already at 124 of 130 population as the Ulfsark moving in. We've got heavy infantry on the way. So this timing push is going to be huge for Shelby. And we'll see if it's going to be working out. We do see the Carabalis that gets frosted here. The Palace coming in. Stymphalian bird hitting the Frost Giants already, but the throwing Axemen, look at this damage. And nice micro from Shelby to keep that one away from the Stymphalian bird. Going to be retreating away. He does have more getting built, but he's only got enough favor. Oh, he does have a lot of favor though. So he's going to be able to build 4 here. We see the Frost coming in, and he's going after the Palace. The throwing Axemen taking down one Stymphalian bird, but the Stymphalian birds do take down one of the throwing Axemen. Meanwhile, more Stymphalian birds coming in, but the Palace goes down. The town center is going to be the next target with only 2100 HP. These throwing axemen in the back, he needs some more in order to deal with these Stymphalian birds. He's going after the town center now. He's tasked onto that one. We see the villagers attempting to re-heal this. The damage from these Stymphalian birds needs to be on the Frost Giants because it does so much damage. We've got some more units coming in for Swissboy on the back as Shelby is maybe not going to take this town center down. It looks like it's just going to go down here, but there's so many units here, and we're looking at the population. It is 115 of 115 to 130 of 115, but all of these units here for Shelby look like they are getting completely massacred as Shelby comes out, as Swissboy comes out of that frost. So nice play here from Swissboy. Very nice defense. We did see that we got about 1,300 resources of damage there done, killing the palace, killing the town center. But how much did Shelby lose on that? He lost the heroic age god power. He lost all these units here. He has got his town center coming up, but maybe that doesn't matter because the amount of damage dealt to Swissboy is going to slow him down enough now that maybe Shelby can get a strong timing on. We do see the units moving straight forward as they're going to greet these villagers that are moving over to the Aurochs. This is very unfortunate for Shelby. He's going to spot it, but a little bit too late as Swissboy walking straight past here, and the heavy Murmillo come in. The villagers all going down right now, as that is very unfortunate there for Shelby. Those villagers all falling. He's decided to just give up on their lives, but he does have the 2 town centers. He's building the farms up, and Swissboy, that's huge for Swissboy. We see the Ulfsark coming in, maybe going to attempt to deny this town center from coming back up, but there are already Dryads out. 2 Stymphalian birds here. And we'll see if he can come in and get this damage done. He has snuck in. He's seen the villagers, but there's the town center going up. He's going to be attempting to snipe these citizens. You got to go into, well, maybe you don't, but you should go into like a box formation. He should have been able to kill that citizen there, but he doesn't manage to get it because he didn't attempt to path block. The throwing axemen are here, but nice positioning in the back with those Stymphalian birds going to be raining fire on the skies. Now the army of Swissboy going in onto this gold mine. Is he going to attempt to take it down? There is this hill fort here, so that will go down very, very fast. But the Stymphalian birds getting sniped. The frost giants doing a lot of damage to these dryads. The dwarfs simply just going to be leaving this. He doesn't even care about the hill fort at this point as he's going all in on this gold mine. And Swissboy's only at 200 gold at this point, so he's running out of gold a lot, as Shelby's actually got the population advantage for like the first time in this game. More units coming in for Swissboy to attempt to defend, and Shelby needs to turn around and somehow fight this, but he doesn't have the units here. But he has done a significant amount of damage to Swissboy's economy and to Swissboy's military, because what can Swissboy do now? He can't push back. He's going to be able to, well, he actually won't be able to take down this hill fort, but what does Shelby care? Just build another hill fort over here. Imagine if these units were all on this gold mine right now. He would have been able to pick off that entire army and be completely fine here. We do see the Raven spotting these villagers over here, and Shelby, being the quick-witted man he is, he's going to be sending his Ulfsark up to take down these citizen here. And you can see that the citizen count for Swissboy is really, really low. Well, it's actually very, very even here, actually. 15 to 46. That's about equal in terms of civilian units. And we do see the Ulfsark attempting to take this down, but will he be able to get it? He's trying to path block, but he's not able to. The citizen doesn't go down. He saves it with just the skin of his teeth there. Going to be retreating away from this location yet again. And now we see Swissboy pushing forward as he's trying to make some sort of value with his army. He's got these random Terma here, but they're not going to help out very much here. So his army's not as strong as it looks, but all of Shelby's army is not quite here just yet. He does have some very, very strong Huskarl in the back as well. It looks like he's trying to get a surround to get onto the back of these units here. If he can get that Frost Giant onto the Kyra Baluster as well, it's going to be absolutely huge. The units coming in from all angles as Shelby gets a three-pronged surround here, as it's looking like these units are going to be retreating away. No attempted ghost building there. Very, very sad. Meanwhile, the infantry coming in on the top here to try and take down the Huskarl are going to have to be retreating away. Nice snipes by Shelby. How far away from the Mythic Age are both of these players? It's looking like Shelby is starting to float units, float resources. Swissboy starting to float resources. Kind of actually has to still spam units, only at 100 population. If Shelby makes a big push here, he can be very, very strong. We'll see if he manages to do that in the next couple of minutes here. We're seeing the Ulfsark yet again split away, looking for some raids, but it's just not... I don't think this is what you really want to be doing. We're seeing Swissboy yet again moving forward, looking to fight this. Oh, it's looking like he's going for this town center. Not a bad idea to take the forward town center away from Swissboy, because there's no way he's getting into this back town center here. So smart play by Shelby. Just going to be retreating back. Swissboy does have the chance to hit a Hecate timing, or even why do I suck? Helios timing. One day I'll remember that god. We'll see if he goes for the 2-town center here. She should go for it. 2-town center Mythic timing. Seeming like he's getting very close. He can buy his way to the Mythic Age at this point. We'll see if he's going to do that. Shelby gets his... what a shockwave hitting every single one of those units. He needs to snipe those throwing axemen, though. They are immediately going to be targeting down the Stymphalian birds, and they do immediately retreat back. And at the 3.6 speed, though, they're going to take damage as they're retreating. 4.0 speed for the throwing axemen. We see Ulfsar coming in on the back, going to be attempting to surround the retreating units. We've got Hecate coming through for Swissboy, but Shelby is surely going to be chasing him. And if you Hecate just before Rag, it's really bad, because the Tartarian Gate does no damage, because the heroes of Ragnarok will just kill them. So you have to hit it significantly before the Ragnarok. But we do see a hill fort going up in the face of Swissboy. He's attempting to deal some damage to it with those Stymphalian birds. He will be almost losing one, as it's down to 3 HP. And does Shelby have his market up somewhere? I don't see it. There's the market. Oh, no, that's a longhouse. So Shelby going to be very late to the Mythic Age, which is actually bad. Unless I've missed the market, which I don't think I have. He's going to continually trying to push in here, but then he's going to have to deal with Hecate somehow. Let's see how he goes. He's throwing away his... Well, he's not throwing away his army. He's winning this fight at this point, it's looking like. He's got the hill fort to help out, but he is deciding to retreat because he can't actually pick off those Stymphalian birds in the sky. Without throwing axemen, it's tough. There's another longhouse going down. We still don't see Mythic Age for Shelby. We've got the suicidal Murmillo looking for a Tartarian gate spot. He's just going to come in, throw it down here, or even on the temple. It's a bad idea. Still, well, we've got a 4th town center for Shelby. This guy's crazy. And there's the Murmillo coming in. Will he chuck it down? He's looking for a spot. And there's the Tartarian gate. But all the units, like, there was no stealth in these Murmillo. All the units after it, we've already got 3 Frost Giants to come in here. So what you want to do is get these Frost Giants to use their special ability on each of these individual Tartarian spawns, and then get everything else to target down the Tartarian gate. And you'll be able to just kill it super quickly. And every time they unfreeze, you freeze them again. So it's only 2 Tartarian spawns. But Shelby just going to be attempting to take it down. They do a lot of damage, but the Tartarian gate does go down. No Masons either. Meanwhile, we'll see if Swissboy can make a big push to get his town center back. But we've got Balder coming through now for Shelby. He's also got no armory upgrades. We are seeing them coming through. Got Quarry coming through as well. Where's the market up? It's in this spot. Shelby should make a couple of caravans now as well. That's vitally important when you Ragnarok. If you don't make any caravans, life's going to be tough for you. Just make a couple and you'll be a happy sailor. The Lampade's coming in, going to be hitting these. Oh, does he see it? No, he doesn't react fast enough to get the Frost Giant off, but the Lampade does snipe one of those Frost Giants, so that's huge for him. Meanwhile, the town center going to be going down very quickly. Balder is 70% through, though, with more upgrades coming in for Shelby. But now the Frost Giant's going to be coming over and killing off, potentially killing off what Swissboy has, actually. Units popping out here as we're seeing Shelby coming in, ready to fight. Wants to get going here. There it is. Too many things. And there's the Ragnarok with a population of 271, but units falling fast for Shelby as a lot of his units aren't in here. The Lampade in the back instantly going after the Fire Giant. Really, really good Lampade usage by Swissboy. But how does he defend against these Rag heroes? We see him with 11 citizen on this location. These Rag heroes dying very fast though, because Shelby is not microing them at all here. Taking a lot of damage, but he's got so many units here to push through these palaces. We've got some Fanatics attempting to get built here. These do a lot of damage to Norse heroes, extra 100% damage to them, and they already do 10 damage, so 20 hack damage to these, which is huge. They do cost 3 population, and they are not getting built just yet, as the palace does look like it's going down very fast. Lampade coming in. Do we have any upgrades? No upgrades for Swissboy to speak of in the building department. So the first palace going to be going down. The second palace going to be going down. We do see this town center going up very slowly with only one unit here, but it's smart to build it with just one because you're not going to be utilizing it for a hot minute here. The villagers get pushed off of this location, but Swissboy's got 1,200 gold in the bank, but he's losing a lot of these citizen here to the Rag heroes. We are seeing a lot of them, of these, Jesus, they all fall Nice play from Shelby to push off the gold mine. He's got the Raven chilling over here on this gold mine, so he knows about that. And now we've got 74 population for Swissboy to 180 population. If Swissboy can get popped again, big if, then he may be able to deflect this push just a little bit. We're seeing more citizen falling with the path blocking here by Shelby. Nice play in order to take these ones down. And Shelby does get those down. We've seen the villagers attempt to rebuild this town center. Still some more units coming in, attempting to take down these units. But these 7 citizens getting back onto the town center. He's got fortified town centers, but no masons, no architects. And this town center is fallen. So that's 4 town centers to 1 town center now. More of these citizens coming in. We're going to see them falling very, very shortly as well. So even though we've got 3 villages and 2 camel and 2 ox caravans for Shelby, Swissboy's only got 11 villages right now. So even if Swissboy defends here, that's 4 town centers producing, and they're producing very quickly. As soon as units die, immediately the resources are getting spent. Still at 160 population, we do see a town center attempting to go up now for Shelby as well to help him pump units even faster. He can also make Fire Giant if he wants to here, as he's coming into the home base of Swissboy. More of these Mermillo are falling. And it's looking as though this game is running short for Swissboy as he does tap out in the 26th minute of this game. GG. Well played by Shelby, showing off the Odin here in game number 2. It means we get a game number 3. Living the dream. If you guys are enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.